Hi everyone and welcome to this third unit about the Matomo Analytics Training. In today's session we're going to see how to make sense of the report. So basically we're going to go through the different categories in the Matomo UI, and as well we're going to see the different features which are associated to each report, such as the data export, such as the data visualization, and as well how to pick up specific periods. Let's move now to the UI of Matomo Analytics. Okay, so here we are under the dashboard category. The dashboard category is here in order to make a brief summary of all the different reports that you have within the UI of Matomo. As you can see, there are some reports up here that you can easily drag and drop in order to move them from one place to another one. And if you would like to add some extra reports, you can just click here under dashboard and select the different widgets you would like to add to your dashboard. So here, for example, when we are picking up the device brand, we will see that the device brand is going to appear up here, and I have the possibility after that to move in it within the dashboard. Under the visitor category that you can see up here, you will find all the reports which deal with the characteristics of your different visitors, such as what are the different technologies that they are using in order to browse your content, and as well about when are they coming on your websites when you click under here under the report name times. Then you have another category which is named behavior. So behavior, as its name stands for, is showing you all the different data dealing with the behavior, the actions, the interactions that the visitor had on your website, such as what are the different pages they had to look at, but as well what are the different search terms they used when they perform a search within your internal search engine, and so on and so forth. Everything which deal with interaction about your website or mobile app. Then under acquisition, you will know what are different referrers, so by who the traffic has been brought to your website. Did they came straight on your website, or did they came thanks to a search engine, or did they came thanks to a marketing campaign, and so on and so forth, such as social networks, different websites, and that's the whole thing that you will find here under acquisition. Then you will find here just under the e-commerce reports and goals reports, which are all dealing with the different important interaction which are happening on your website. And then below you will see all the different premium features that we will have the opportunity to cover within another training. So we're going to see now how you can interact with the different reports of the Matomo UI. So we're going to take, for example, this report which is about pages and which is listing all the different pages which have been viewed by the different visitor. As you can see, when I'm hovering my mouse over those rows, I can see that some icons are appearing. Those icons, you can interact with them. So typically here you can get the open segmented visit log running, and this report will show you all the visitors who actually at some point visited this given URL. So a simple click on this icon will show you all the different visitors who went on this specific page. So in our case here, that's the page which contain the word diving. Then if you click here, you will see exactly the same thing but as a graph. So here you can see all the people who actually visited a page which was containing the word diving up here, and you can also interact with this given graph. So let's imagine, for example, that you have no interest in displaying the page views and you prefer to see the interaction in terms of bounce rate. Then you can just click on the line here below named bounce rate in order to have the graph adapt to this given metrics that you selected. And you also have the possibility to interact with this graph with those small icons down there. So for example, if you click here under the calendar, you will have the possibility to change the frequency period on which you are analyzing the data. So here, for example, we are on a daily basis, and if you click on week, you will have the graph displayed on a weekly basis. You have here the opportunity to export the given report. So here, if you click under export, you will have the opportunity to select in which format you would like to extract those data. Just near it, you have the possibility to export this graph as an image, okay, that you can after include within any other Word document that you would like to play with. Here you have a small icon in order to create some annotation. We'll have a dedicated video training for that. And here you have the possibility to select the period which are just before the one that you are analyzing. So in our case here, we are analyzing the 4th of April. So we are getting the 30 periods before this given day. If we were selecting here only 8, we will get the 8th day which are just before this given day, and so on and so forth. Note though that you have the possibility as well to compare the different pages among them by just clicking down below on pick a row to compare. So in our case, for example, we are analyzing this given URL, and if you would like to compare it with another, we just need to click here on pick a row to compare and then select the other page URL we would like to compare it with. So here, for example, we will compare the page URL about the cart with the one about diving. So that's what we are doing right here. And as you can see now, the two pages URL are listed under the same graph. And you also have the possibility down below to even change the metrics on which you would like to compare those two pages. If you go down this page, you will have the possibility as well to customize the report that you are currently seeing. If you click on the gear icon, for example, you will have the possibility to make the reports flat. By making this report flat, it means that all your folders, for example this one, will be developed in order to have all the individual URL included within this folder displayed on the screen. So if you go up here and if you click here on make it flat, you will see that the number of rows will be far higher than the one indicated here. If you click back on the gear icon, you have of course the possibility to make it hierarchical. So that was the default displaying, and you have as well some other possibilities such as to show the total rows. So that will be the opportunity for you to see the amount of all the total page views which are displayed on this given report. If you click on the table icon here, you will have the possibility to change the way the data are displayed. And here, for example, you have the possibility by clicking on Insights to get the opportunity to compare all the metrics with another period. So for example, here by clicking on Insights, I'm seeing actually the evolution of the different pages in comparison to this period that I selected up here. If you would like to go back to your normal report, you just need to click back on it and you will see your report back. You also have the possibility here with the search feature to select only a couple of pages that you would like to analyze, and you have here of course the possibility to display more rows if you are more interested in having all the rows displayed to you. You can interact with all the different columns that you can see here in order to order them in terms of size. And note as well that page URL taken individually have also their own features. So for example, here you have the transitions report, which will be accessible for this given URL, which will show you the interaction that the user had before this page and after this page. For example, here you're seeing what are the different pages just came from, and here where did they go after interacting with this given page that we are analyzing. You have also the possibility to have what we call the page overlay, which is showing you what are the different links on which the user clicked on, and it will show you the percent rate of any of those. And if you click on this button, it will drive you to the page of your website. So it will be interesting if you don't know the context, for example, and if you would like to go and see if the performances, for example, are very bad. Try to understand what is the reason why people did not interact it that much. Here you have a button which is named Help, on which you can click on in order to get more information about this given report. So in our case, we know that this report has been generated for the 4th of April. And here you have the calendar, which correspond to the data which are listed down below. So if you click on week here, and that you select afterward on the calendar the week that you are interested to study, then you will see that all your reports will be processed according to this given period. Note though that every time that you select a period, you need after to select the calendar up here in order to have the data applied to it. So that's for the pages report, but not as well that some reports are a bit different and will offer you some different interactions. So let's, for example, pick up the location report. If you click on the location report, and if you go under country here, for example, and that you click on this icon, you will see that you will have the possibility to change the data visualization. For example, you'll have the possibility to have a tag cloud, but also to display it as a bar graph, or even to show it as a pie chart. And as well, if you would like to interact with the goals and show the goals, or even display more engagement metrics, you have this possibility by just clicking on the icon named engagement metrics, and as you can see, you will get more data than the one displayed by default. You can also get more information about the different goals which have been achieved for this given report. And that's it regarding how to make sense of the report. We really hope that actually you are enjoying those different features, and it will really help you to analyze better your data. Okay, so that's it for today, and for the part dealing with making sense of the report. We really hope that you appreciate it. As an exercise, please go on demo.matomo.org and try to interact with all the different features that we show, and try to make yourself comfortable. We really hope that you enjoyed this video, and thanks for watching.